Hey, what's up everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton TFs, and today we're taking a look at a very anticipated figure as far as I'm concerned. One I've been waiting for, and I finally got him. Came in the mail today. Taking a look at the leader class, Jetfire. And yes, he has a very massive box for a leader class. I mean, look at that. So yeah, and he is number 21 of 30 for the Thrilling 30. So that's cool, and it shows that, you know, also available Roadbuster. Get that out of the way, it's just too big of a box. So yeah, this is my first leader class figure since Revenge of the Fallen. So it's like a whole new experience all over again. So anyway, let's get him in here in the shot. There he is, very nice. Look at all this beautiful chrome. Word of warning, you want to look out for scratches or chrome rubbing off from the rubber bands and the little plastic band things that rub against these. I'll get more into that in robot mode. It's just come up for some reason. And I don't have his missile in because, you know, I tried recording this once and it shot me in the face. So, yeah, trying to fold out that landing gear. So, this is basically my second take on this guy. So let's hope it goes well. But anyways, I don't have any, you know, jet figures in vehicle mode. I would have Acid Storm, but he's going to be my comparison for robot mode, and I just don't want to take the time to edit 4 or 5 different videos together. Yeah, a little bit lazy. Get over it. But anyways, let's go ahead and take all these weapons off and take a look at his regular jet mode. You can transform him with these on. I just prefer not to because I don't want to risk anything happening to the chrome while I'm transforming him. So just wiggle that off of there. The other one off on this side. And same over here. And one thing I'll notice, these wings are very thin plastic. I don't know if you can hear that, but that just sounds like very cheap plastic. That's one of the only things I don't like about them. So, and let's go ahead and flip these up. But yes, he is very much modeled after the Macross Valkyrie jet, which they use for the G1 toy. Which, you know, I like that. You know, I like that we're not getting the... I do like the original Skyfire look, but, you know, a lot of collectors will like this for the Macross Valkyrie a lot more. But just look at these beautiful red paint apps. And the white is just a pristine white. It's not the dirty white that a lot of figures with white plastic have. This is just beautiful. And yes, I am gushing, oh well. He's got little nice molded in machine guns here on the side. Nicely painted Autobot logo with the silver backing. The cockpit does open. It's just gotta get your fingernail in there. It does have some nicely molded detail on the inside there. A couple of seats, control panel. It's very nice. And if you don't know by now, this is modeled after the jet mode itself. Is based on a F-14 Tomcat. I mean, if you fold these wings out, kind of how the Macross and Tomcats worked. Now onto the transformation, you want to flip up the landing gear. You want to flatten these down. You want to lift up the nose cone. It will kind of pop when it rotates up. Just not a sound I like. It just makes me feel like I'm going to break it. You want to pop these tabs down. We'll loosen that up. You want to take both your fingernails, or fingers, or thumbs, and press down on that, which will release that, which will allow you to rotate up the chest piece. We'll come under here, untab the tail fins and the feet. You want to rotate this whole section back here, up and around like so, and just get it out of the way. Come under here, rotate these bits down. These will form the hips. While you're rotating this up, we'll rotate those little tabs back up onto there. So as you're rotating this, you want to rotate these hip pieces together. Those will click into place. You want to rotate these shoulders down. They untab from each other. Just rotate them all the way down. They untab from the thrusters, so watch out for that. Just rotate this up, it'll peg into place there, and up here you want to put that tab right there into that little slot. Just tab that in, and it should lock into place, just like, come on, just like so. I'm gonna straighten out the arms. That one didn't stay in place, I don't know why. There we go. Take those down and around, rotate the legs around. Zoom out here. Just fix these feet, rotate them down. They're on a double hinge, so you want to slide, when you're going into vehicle mode, you want to slide them up like this. Just rotate them all the way in, just like so. So just straighten those out completely. And there you've got the massive Jetfire in robot mode. And he does stand quite tall. For size comparison, let's bring in Acid Storm, which he does stand a fair bit taller, about a head taller than Acid Storm. So not bad for that size scale. As for current Deluxe or Voyagers, here we've got Roadbuster. So yeah, he's quite a big figure. Let's get him out of the way. And here he is with his space exploration buddy, Starscream. And as Starscream falls over, get him stand right. The Seeker mold has seen better days when it was only like 3 or 4 figures. Now it's just seen too many. So yeah, he stands quite a bit taller than Starscream. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way. And take a look at a more IDW accurate Starscream, which is the Armada right here. So yeah, still quite a bit larger than Starscream. Now as for articulation, I'll do that before I get into accessories. His head is on a swivel back and forth and on a hinge up and down. Shoulders on a ratchet, rotate in and out on a swivel. Rotate the bicep at the swivel. Very heavy ratchet for the elbows. Nothing at the waist because of the transformation. Get ratcheting forward and back at the hips, and a little bit of a weaker ratchet at the, in and out at the hips right here. Does rotate at the thigh, and he's got ratcheted knees. Does rotate forward and back at the ankle. So not bad for articulation for this guy. And a lot of people won't be happy with the lights and sounds not being there. I really don't care because I take the batteries out anyways, so it's not going to bother me anyway. As for weapons, let's go ahead and just take a look at these real quick. Really nice chrome. It is just red plastic covered in chrome, so if you don't want it, you can just take some alcohol and rub it off. You can put these. Actually, first let's go over all of them. This one's the exact same. Got the little forearm cannons here, or like null rays, I guess you want to say. Same with this one, except here you can see a lot more of that, silver coming through the pink scraping off there. And here is his little rocket launcher, which you can see a little bit more of the chrome flaking off right around right there. Just, you can see it scraping off right there, around there. So you just want to be careful which one you pick up, and you can see there's been a little chunk of plastic taken out before they chromed it, so that's a little bit odd. It does have the missile, and you can, let me zoom out here. It does just launch out, so launches fairly strong too for 2014 safety standards. And he does have his little rocket pack, which looks really cool, really nicely detailed. Just all that chrome. I love it. Now I'm going to put this on for robot mode anyways. And just rotate this down, and this clamps into place like so, and you can have it either pointing straight up like it does in jet mode, or rotate it down for a more compact look, which, let me so. And let's go ahead and put a, well, actually I forgot. You can combine the weapons into one giant gun, which, you know, I'm not going to do. But you can tab them on. Peg it on down there. Trying to be careful while I do this. This pegs into place there. Same on the other side. And you got one big gun with several barrels that you can have him hold. Doesn't make really any sense. So I'm not going to use it ever. So let's go ahead and put this back on. But like I said, you can transform them without taking these off. A lot of people would prefer it actually, but it just makes it a little bit safer, especially with how easily this chrome is scraped. And as I'm putting these on, I just noticed another area where it scraped off. That being right here at the base. Look at all that. That was just poor quality control in my opinion. Like they need to make their chrome a little bit stronger. If that's a thing. You can just peg that into his hand. Give him his missile. Sorry about that. And one other thing, the final thing he comes with is his little battle mask to homage the G1 toy, except for the blue visor. Now, you probably already see it, but one problem this has already is that black is scraping off. I was not happy when I seen that, but it's not too noticeable from a distance, but right up on it you can see that it's scraping off a little bit, unless that's just, nope, that's coming off, and see, just there's a little bit coming off right there. So yeah, you need to be really careful with this chrome, and it just does fit on just like a mask. It just snaps right in, and there you go. Now another comparison I forgot to do was with the original Classics Jetfire mold. I don't have the Classics Jetfire. I still do have the mold, but I got it as Treadshot or Treadbolt. Yeah, Treadbolt. So yeah, he is quite a bit bigger, and if you want, you know, if you've got the original Classics Jetfire, you want a more original cartoon gun, use this one. It does fit in his hand the exact same way. It's a 5mm peg. It is a little bit small, but I'm sure someone on Shapeways, if they haven't already, will create a little gun for this Jetfire. Another thing I need to go over, you know, paint. A lot of beautiful red paint and silver right behind the cockpit, which I wish that Autobot symbol would have been picked out with some more paint other than just a big slap of red plastic. But, you know, if you want, you can customize it. Add what color paints, even matte cross symbols if you want to. So that being said, this has been Dalton at Daltonians TFs, and this has been Jetfire. I really do love this figure, and I'm so glad to finally have it in my collection. If you want, you know, leave a comment, like, subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. So thank you, and see you in my next video.